Long time no see.
I'm
I'm happy to see you, Allie.
happy to see you.
So it's been like 9 months since I
Yeah, I
seen
think it
you.
was like September, October. Maybe.
Can you give the people an update? Let them know where you from and how old you are.
Sure. Well, I'm 34. I just came back up from Texas. I went down for a couple
Oh
months.
my God, a bird just flew by.
I know
That's
it's
crazy.
distracting. But no, I came back up probably like a couple of days ago
Yeah.
to finalize some things for my dad, and I'm gonna go back down to Texas here soon. But still doing the art, not as much because I'm busy with like focusing on other things like my jobs, and honestly just getting acclimated to be independent and happy with the directions I'm going. But it's actually been overall fulfilling, to be honest. I'm starting to do therapy. Extremely, extremely, extremely happy with my therapy.
That's good.
And honestly, it's brought a lot of like insight and direction for me being able to move forward that I was having issues with finding the last time. Been sober,
You're sober?
Yeah, I thought I was like gonna try to like fall back into it, but I've been like, no. I'll say it's been when I go to try it, like it's so unfortunate, and it's like, okay, God's telling me don't do it. So I'll be honest about that. But yes,
So you haven't used anything?
I'll say I tried to, and the whole pipe broke. And it was like, oh, okay, cool.
You said the pipe broke?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I was like, okay, that's God. I was like, I don't know if I even should anyway. So thank you.
So how many days are you clean?
2 months, because honestly, I'm an out of sight, out of mind person. I don't even smoke cigarettes anymore, so
That's good.
that's odd, but it's cool to say for sure. So
You had to come back up north to finalize some things?
I did, yep.
Okay.
And honestly, I wasn't sure how it was gonna be when coming back up. I was scared to go, because Philly's where my where my brothers and stuff are, but like my dad was like 4 hours away, like near Shippensburg and stuff. So going back that way was a little bit like iffy because I actually grew up in there. So that was a little more trying than being here. And I could not be back at home. And when I got that finished, I came here and I'm leaving back out into like a day and a half. I'm gonna drive back down, so.
Okay, how'd you end up back on the avenue though? What made you come out here?
I'm gonna be honest, like I missed the conversations with the people. And I mean, I started understanding like who I was and to them, but also kind of understanding like, the difference between putting up with certain things and putting up with, my survival mode. So when I came back up this time, it was like, it sounds stupid, but I was like, let me reintroduce you to myself, because like China, like the nickname I had, was necessary for who was here the last time, like how I was the last time. And now, no, it's Allie. Nice to meet you. Like, I'm working on my trauma. I'm trying to calm myself down to have, good connections that are authentic and not like based off of like, if I have to say this to be able to understand where you're coming from. But the people that I missed, I got to see them again. But it's like I don't stay. Like, so the first like couple days I was here, I didn't even want to come down on the block. I was literally like just out the cut. And then I tried to like cover my head when I had to go through the L and get through the other parts. I was like, they're trying to like, So I did end up ultimately saying hi to the people, and now I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm ready to go. And I ran into you, so I was kind of very much interesting because I was cutting through Ruth and I was going around. I was like, I gotta get out of here.
I advise you to get up off of the Ave as soon as possible, because I'm glad you got to see your folks and stuff, but like you don't want to end up back in this.
I needed to. I think you kind of have to go through certain waves, and you might not know why. But like maybe sometime if I was to leave and be like, maybe I could maybe I do miss it, and it's just that and the third because I haven't experienced it this way yet. And I could have erased all this new work, like hard work that I've done already, just by coming back later on. I'm glad I did it now and understand more now before, like, now I can close this door and this chapter and it's done and finalized. Oh my God, and it's finalized for me to set myself up for my next chapter, and the door can be closed. And this next one, can open with a lot more knowledge and insight, and lessons learned from the past chapter. And I'm glad certain things happened, but I'm so glad this chapter's over.
Let's talk about your art.
Okay, so honestly, I was able to get back into my old Facebooks, and it was crazy how many people I had hit me up just because of this interview, or like when the interview was posted, everybody's like, "Oh, you're famous," but now it's more. I base my art on not what I can look at and draw, but more like what I feel, and I have art that's still being like posted from before, but this one's more like intimate and for myself. I don't really take any more like requests from people. I didn't even accept like a lot of the requests from before. It was more of like, okay, it was more of like okay, so I can draw, and it does like touch people in ways that maybe I didn't even understand why I was drawing. But I love sharing it more, and sharing it in the sense like, I spiraled for X amount of months, but then I found art, and it saved my life, and it truly did. And some people might not understand it, but like my art is there, and I'm glad that some of y'all got to see it, even whenever you guys didn't think I did. But honestly, it was more for me anyway. So I did back at home. There was a bridge there. I did one like a little side of the bridge. I was requested for a pizza shop that like inside like the little walls and the borders. So I'm happy to do little like family things that you might not even know that was a painting or a drawing like that. But I share it more as like, drawing. If you want to see it, you can see it. But like I feel it more than anything, and it's for me. So I'm honestly glad to share it with you. But that's my understanding of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Kensington?
Yeah. So Kensington and Allegheny, it's viewing it this way, and right now it is different from when I thought of it the last time. But I don't think of it in any way that like less than what I did. It's more of like I disassociated myself from it, and China was that person. But I pray for those people. Yeah.
Is that what they called you out here, China?
Yeah, I had a joke about it, but it's just like they just didn't know what to call me when it came down. So I guess I started answering that. But in my therapy, it's good to know that China was a different version of me and not Allie, and to let them know Allie and let me know that Allie was like China was different from this, but she was necessary. But the feelings of the certain people I love, but I honestly look at it and it's just like, I hope everybody finds a way out. But I hope it's a chapter for everybody, and I hope that you can lean on each other, especially now in the days that are like ahead of us, because we're all we got.
Right.
But I gotta close the chapter. Facebook's always there, but Kensington Allegheny is gonna be a chapter. But people can come and go. You just have to choose when. But people can do a lot and go far just with a little bit of support to support each other, even when you don't think so, and support them in a way that's going to push you farther and not make you feel like, oh, yeah, I feel that way too. But you know what I mean? And I thought I needed to do that for people, but I did. I built my legacy here, like as a person. But like, when you think back to China or Allie, like I hope it's always good thoughts.
What's the craziest thing you've seen out here? Almost called you China.
That's
Allie.
all right. That's okay. The craziest thing I've seen, honestly, I couldn't even disclose it because it's not. I don't think Kensington and Allegheny is meant to be scary more than it should be understood. But in all reality, the things you see in movies and the way people are, those things are real. And if you think about it, it's been here. But I can only speak on things I've been through, and it's scary. Some people, need people to talk to get through things because it can be stuck. But honestly, the darkest days were ones that I didn't realize people were actually watching me for months and stuff. And when I realized that, and it was too late, you know, that was my eye-opening day. And I called my brothers and I was like, hey, they had to let them in. Help me, I can't do this. You gotta get me out of here.
Yeah, that's good.
And it was scary, but it was necessary, and I don't regret it
Please
at
go
all.
home. Please go home. I'm urging you to go home.
Yeah. So when you don't think people understand, that's okay. But your story needs to be told out of your own strength, at your own time, and in a way that you're like, you know, certain things do happen. Fight or flight modes are real, but ask for help in a way that you know is going to help you out. Like I don't need more group therapy more than trauma, and understanding that, you know, because a lot of people don't believe these things happen to them, or if you tell them it's, oh, you're crazy. But you know, Kenzo's out there, and if you want to find out, ask a Kenzo. Don't just assume, you know.
Does your brothers know you're out here again?
I think.
Did you tell them?
I wanted to tell them just enough that, okay, we'll put it like this, let's exit that. But my family has a certain understanding, more of like the normalized, or like, because they have never really had to deal with the things that I have allowed myself, put myself through, and, you know, kind of put myself as a victim to. So they don't understand certain things, like as if I was to say, yeah, you know, I am in Philly, but, you know, why would you stop back there? Well,
Right.
there's XYZ reasons, but I'm not staying. And you're like, well, you know, when I told them XYZ things happen, well, Allie, why were you around them? You're like, I think that just doesn't sound like it happens. But when you're stuck and when you guys don't believe it, you know, you kind of find solace in people who do. You know, it's broken, but it's calming and it connects.
The only scary part is everybody's just
Staying.
Yeah, you staying and falling into temptation.
Oh, the temptation.
You're around all these tempting things, bad tempting things. That's why.
Well, I think if I was too, sorry to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
If I was not to have gotten my therapy, I think I would have been like back to it, because the things that in my family dynamic without my dad right now, you know, it would. But I have to remind myself that, you know, with the interview, with therapy, and with the strength to know that the next chapter is ready for me, and that my life isn't falling apart, that it's really positioning me for my new, you know, that's a beautiful thing for me. And I have to keep, you know, rewriting the way I talk to myself. Temptation is temptation, but I'm running towards something, not away anymore.
Okay, not to stop you, Allie, but I just got a curious question. So do you have a ticket to get back, or do you have money to get back already? You said in 2 days you're going?
Yeah, you know, the cool thing is that Texas has always been ready for me. I just had to let them know when. I just didn't believe it like that, because I'm like, there's no way that they're gonna just want, to be ready for me. But my job's always been there. They're just like, yeah, we're waiting for you. There's like 2 or 3 people that were like, no, if you're ready and you need help, let me know. We can help with whatever you need. And that's what helped me so much the first time.
So you're gonna have to make a call again to get back home? Huh?
No, that call was already done.
It's already done?
Yeah. So I have people, the only thing they want back from me is to see me win and to support. But they also know that I'm not, you know, I'm not here to hurt anybody or anything like that, because I have a job already set up, and, you know, the people that I'm living with and sharing, well, it's not even that long. It's literally like the apartment's already ready. I just got to get right back down there now, and it's ready. So, but yeah.
Yeah. Are you religious at all, Allie?
Yeah, this is a great question. I just talked to a couple people about this. I definitely am religious. I do believe that everybody has a right to believe what they want to believe. The way that my dad was religious was basically the cardinal rules. Like, I do believe everything. I went to a private school, but as we were raised, we had strong foundations of right and wrong, and, you know, treat everybody how you want to be treated. Like, you know, no malice. You know, for the most part, the golden rules. But as you get older, you know, right is right and wrong is wrong. You know, if you do something bad, you get punished. But to understand that the love of God was for you and is for you and can help you. So it was hot today, I'm not gonna lie. You know what they do in jail? They freeze you out when they get that. I saw so many arguments.
I'd like to thank you for your time, Allie.
Hey, thank you again. I was excited.
You've been a wonderful interviewee once again.
Thank you. I'm glad to share it with you.
Instagram
is more of my artist.
Oh yeah, you got any Cash App, Instagram?
I have Cash App, $ capital ALLISON, capital BULL 7. And my Instagram, I honestly have 1,000 because I've lost so many phones. If you look up Bull, you'll see like a couple of them. If you click them, they're all the ones that are open are the ones with the art. So I can't really tell. There's like 4 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, they all kind of have the same kind of thing to them. I know it sucks. Got you. You can add, look, I have added every single one of them. I got new followers.
Thank you for your time, Allie.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Hi, guys. USA Fox here. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in.